Hello, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I've actually just finished up a live stream with Midnight's Edge, that Star Wars girl, to discuss all of this. I can't believe it, so I thought I'd make an actual video about it, because I know not all of my subscribers head on over to their channel to do live streams. But, oh boy, where'd you start? Star Wars, the High Republic changes what we know about Jedis getting down and dirty. Now, if I say, hey, what do you think about... I got to scroll down because YouTube's weird. Jedi relationships, what do you think? People would go, no, they're not allowed any. Yep, alright, that's fine. You know, they're not procreated. You know, people are just indoctrinated into this sort of ideology rather than born into it, right? That's pretty well established in this day and age. No, they're allowed to. And the implications behind how they're allowed to have physical relations with people is disgraceful. Like, you must remember throughout this entire video, this is for kids, right? This is all for kids. And obviously there's some home truths in this video, which some people will be all about. But like, it's the fact. So here we go, right? The newest Star Wars The High Republic novel, Claudia Gray's Into the Dark, there's some lols right there, sheds new light on the Jedi in regards to sex, namely that they needn't be completely celibate. Right, and you go, well, that's fine, sure. And I'd go, yeah, absolutely, I don't really care. But it's how they are not completely celibate that matters. While discussing the Jedi, and remember this is a kid's book, while discussing the Jedi and the Force with vessel co-pilot Afi Hollow, Reef Silas, the Padawan of Jorah Mali, explains how the Jedi give up individual attachments in order to focus entirely on greater concerns. So Afi replies, so no getting down and dirty then, no sex. From there, Reef muses whether he should go into his master's explanation about the difference between celibacy of the body and true purity of the heart, but opts not to. The discussion continues later on in the chapter, this time with vessel pilot Leox Gyasi being involved, as the characters go back and forth about the difference between love and sex. This is for kids. Foregoing personal attachments, including those to other beings, is a facet of the Jedi Order that was explored heavily in the prequel trilogy with Anakin Skywalker. By being brought into the Order at an older age than most, he still harboured strong attachments, blah 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 blah. Now, what they're saying, ladies and gents, I can't believe I'm saying this, is that the Jedi are fine if they're not in love. This is for kids. Now, just as a heads up, right? We've all done it, right? We've all effed about. We've all had our fun, right? We've all spread the seed, or our legs, as it were. We've all done it. Perfectly fine, perfectly reasonable. Have a good time. Fill your boots, lad. And lasses. Like, there's no issue with having fun, right? But I bet you anything, 9 times out of 10, you were brought up like I was, knowing, and specifically under the sort of pretense that you should find someone, fall in love, and have, you know, a long-term relationship with them, right? Like, we all, that's generally speaking Western values. But this is like, nah mate, don't do that. Just bonk about. Just bonk around. Have some fun. Just fill your boots. It's like, what? This is for children. And I'll tell you what this screams to me is just the attempt to erode Western values. And I don't understand why. Like, that's not a good message for kids. Like, we can all agree on that. Like, people say I'm like weirdly far right and a bigot and things like that, but we can all agree, hopefully we can all agree, telling your kids just to F around is probably not the right message. Can we all agree on that? Yes or no? Because if we can, then this entire book is total nonsense. And also as well, Well, that's a bad message, right? That's a bad message for kids anyway. Just fill your boots, go and have fun, whatever. And again, I'm not saying you can't go and do that. We've all done it. I've done it. Like, we've all had fun. Of course we have. And there's nothing wrong with it. Just not the right message for kids. But also, why do these people need to talk about this? Why? Why does it need to be explored? Children don't need to... They don't need to know any of this stuff. They don't need to even discuss this. It's like the people that are hired now by Lucasfilm live their entire lives through the lens of sex and gender. Like, that's all that's important to them. That is what shaped their entire being. It's like, well, who are you having sex with? And what gender do you believe you are? Like, it's not relevant. Who cares? Like, no one cares what you do in your private life. No one should care anyway. Again, it's not relevant. It shouldn't be relevant to, you know, mystical wizards running around the galaxy with fucking light up swords. Like, how is it relevant to anything? And I cannot believe that. Celibacy of the body and true purity of the heart. Basically, don't fall in love. But you want to have a raging gangbang. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, mate. Don't worry about it. Fill your boots, lad. Like, what? Doesn't that sound more like a Sith thing than a Jedi thing? Surely the Jedi... What? Like, how are you not... You're going to hurt someone by doing that, aren't you? Yes, you could go around bonking people as long as you don't care about them. That is literally the message they're saying here. Clown world. I keep saying it, guys. We are in clown world. Clown world. This is not important to anything or anyone. It shouldn't be. and CBR have made this article as if it's something special that they should be proud of. And I'm like, what? And also as well, this writer has an issue with this. Anyway, she does it quite a lot. Claudia Gray. This isn't the first time Claudia Gray has explored the Jedi and sex. In her 2019 novel Master and Apprentice, that sounds like a 50 Shades novel, we're introduced to Rael Averross, another one of former Jedi Master Dooku's proteges, who was trained by the eventual Sith Lord before Qui-Gon Jinn. In that book, it's made clear that Rael has sex but doesn't form personal attachments, thus skirting the strict Jedi code. That is not good. That's not good values to teach anyone. Why are we trying to erode Western values that are good? You know, teaching a kid that, you know, one day you'll fall in love and you'll meet someone, generally speaking, and you'll be with them in a long-term relationship, or that's a good thing. Like, well, that's a good thing to teach people. Why? Why don't we do this anymore? Why? What is this? Garbage. Anyway. I am baffled. I am baffled. Rules for thee, not for me, apparently, according to these idiots. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Thanks so much. Take care.